Hello, I'm Steph, aka Literati Medium. It's my second official booktube tag. It is the Loki Book Tag. If you've been following my channel at all, you know that I watched the Loki series and absolutely loved it. So I was so excited when I was tagged by Olivia from Stories for Coffee to do this tag. Olivia's channel is just so aesthetically pleasing, so if you like that kind of content, go check out her channel down below. I also have the link for the original video by Break Even Books down below. So unfortunately, as you know, my bookshelf is all my TBR, so I can't really show you physical books for this challenge. So I will just put the covers over here like I do for my normal videos. Number 1, Mischief, a book with a mischievous character. I think one of my favorite mischievous characters is probably Cimmerine from the Enchanted Chronicles by Patricia C. Wrede. These were favorite books of mine growing up, and Cimmerine is this great character who's always getting into trouble but is smart enough to get out of it. Show us a book you have more than one version of. So I actually don't have multiple versions of any books. So unfortunately, variant number 1 has been pruned. Variant 2. Show a book series that you have multiple editions of. I'm taking this as like a series that I have where I've collected the series and multiple editions of books, not ones where I have multiple editions of the same book in the series. And the biggest one I probably have would be the Black Jewels Universe books. I originally started reading the trilogy with one edition of books, and then as I loved the trilogy, I would buy the books as they came out. So I had different editions because I was buying newer copies. 4. Prune, a book that you recently got rid of or are planning to get rid of. If you watch my channel, you know my hatred for the Reincarnationist papers. If you don't know why I hate it, go check out my video. Yeah, so I just recently deleted that off my Kindle because I never want to see that book again or talk about it again. This will be the last time I talk about it. I hope. Number 5, Enchantment, a book that had you under a spell that you could not put down. So most recently, I would have to put Tower of Dawn as number 5. This really helped pull me out of a reading slump I had been in, and I just really enjoyed the book from beginning to end. Question number 6, Timekeepers. Name a series that has stood the test of time. Bonus points if it's a trilogy. So I haven't read it in a while, but I'm hoping the Forbidden Games trilogy by L.J. Smith holds up over time. I read that book so much between middle school, high school, and my early college years that the edition that I had literally fell apart. Or the Unicorn Chronicles by Bruce Coville. I recently bought that series for my niece because she loves unicorns. I had to track down the 4th book because it's really hard to find. And I reread the first 2 books that I had and just absolutely loved it just as much as when I read it as a kid. Question number 7, Asgard, a book with royalty or godlike figures. So for this one, I'm going to mention The Goddess Test by Amy Carter. Amy is actually a high school friend of mine, and this series is a retelling of the Persephone myth. So if you like a young adult retelling of the Persephone myth with a fun cast of characters, go give it a read. Question number 8, Daggers, a book that cut you deep or made you very emotional. So for this one, I have to say Ariadne by Jennifer Saint. When I finished this book, I was sobbing because I felt so deeply for the main character and the journey that she had gone through that it was just an incredibly emotional experience for me. Question number 9, Illusion, a book that you bought because the cover was pretty but that ended up being disappointing. I actually don't think I have any like that. At least not yet. I mean, I bought most of these books because the cover intrigued me and I was at a library sale, so I was like, grab it before somebody else does. Chances are one of these might be The Illusion, but I can't tell you which one. On the contrary, I did have books that actually ended up going the other way, where I didn't really like the cover, but I ended up loving the book. And I think a great example of that is Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. All right, so for this tag, I'm going to tag Larry from Larry Has Opinions, Steph from Steph's Bookish World, and Hannah from Hannah G. Baker. So I have links to all their channels below, so don't forget to check them out. Of course, Like, comment, and subscribe, and let's see what stories tomorrow brings.